Let me welcome you foremost to the launch of this book, By My Beloved Country. My name is Ho Fang, and I'm the publisher of Ethos Books, the company which published this book by San. This book is really about, should we sell our country? And if we sell our country, there is a lot of money made for us.
Let's don't politicize anything. Let's approach this subject with a very open mind. So what I've done in this book is to approach all the questions that are relevant to Singapore, all the things that are likely to happen to us. Are all the arguments from the past still relevant, or should we have thrown them apart? They're very strongly, staunchly Singaporean. They're not going to sell. Well, it's good to know that Singapore has a future with young people like them. But will their future be secure? Will what happened in the Crimea happen to us? Will the 9-line get a bit longer and come and become an 11-line or 12-line into our place? So how can we make ourselves safe?
What happens if the US were to come to us and say, look, for various reasons, why don't you become the 51st state of the United States of America? Is there anything wrong with that? If somebody comes and says, Singapore, why don't you become the 51st state of the United States of America? American citizenship, everybody gets $1 million in the pocket, every citizen, man, woman and child, would you sell? You keep your system of government, you have your own governance, one country, two systems.
I'm Betty, and I speak as an environmentalist and ecologist whom Chu knows. And I believe we have sold our country a long time ago. We sold our country to the multinationals. The multinational corporations are much richer than any government. And if we think that that's going to put food on our table, in fact, you know, we are crazy.
What happens if the big powers or bigger powers come and they make us an offer we can't refuse? What's the sensible thing to do?
Policy is to get all the multinationals to come to Singapore. In a way, we are selling Singapore. We don't have our own Singaporeans in high positions.
As early as 1800s, why did Raffles want to come here? Because it's a good place. But technology can... Yeah?
To sell his opium.
Yeah, to sell his opium. We as a nation or as individuals within the country have to decide what kind of values are most important to us. If we measure ourselves as successful if we survive economically, if we thrive economically, then of course we can do certain things. But if we have other standards, other values, then we'll think differently. and they have a base here, the prognosis of this book is that there will be a base here. Which of the countries in this region would try to take on a superpower? The balance of power is a lot different between Arabs and some Israelis and some Arabs around them than between a real superpower and the neighboring ASEAN nations. So I think if a superpower does establish itself here, I don't think anybody in ASEAN would want to try. Yeah.